Hey there everyone, how you doing? It's Jeff C. It is Sunday, September the 21st. Hope all is well, and hey, wouldn't you know it? Problem, reaction, solution. We got problems, folks. You know we got problems. There's a problem. It's a really big problem in North America, especially in the United States. It's a little thing. It's called guns, right? And what we need to do is control. So you got to put those two words together, and you come up with gun control. But of course, there's even more creative solutions on hand than just having all these databases and collecting everybody's information and banning all these people and everything else that they want to do. And of course, the problem, reaction, solution, the false flags that are engineered in order to convince the sheeple that guns are terrible and that you shouldn't have guns in the house, right? Cenk Uygur, get the guns out of the house, get the guns out of the house, get the guns out of the house. That's what they're telling you. Bloomberg and his mayors against illegal guns, and his mothers against illegal guns, and all these stupid-ass bullshit groups that are coming to take away your right to defend yourself from the New World Order. Because that's what it's all about at the end of the day, right? Disarm the population, control the population. So, what are the clever ways that they're coming up with today? Well, hey, you just gotta look to Silicon Valley. Yes, the bigwigs might be creating the future of gun safety. That's right. They're working hard, right? You got this scumbag here, right? And his name is Ron Conway, and he's an investor. And he's also a scumbag. And he's probably a Mason and who knows what else, right? But here we go. This is off of takepart.com. Let's take part. Take part. Come on, everybody. Take part, right? Take part in mind control. Take part in fear-based, trauma-based propaganda. And anyways, from Uber and Lyft to PayPal, Silicon Valley is well known as a hotbed of disruptive technology and ideas. Now, some of the tech industry's geniuses, they're geniuses. Geniuses, right? Wonderful. Doing great work for the New World Order. And investors who bring to their concepts to life are hoping to shake up an area that's become a hotbed of social and cultural debate. Gun safety, of course, yes, all the false flags, Sandy Hook shooting, the fake shooting at the Lax, the fake shooting at, Santa Barbara, the list goes on and on, the Navy Yards. Oh yeah, we need to do something. We need to do something. Problem, reaction, solution. The solution is gun control, of course, gun safety. And how can we bring it about? Let's go to our geniuses, the scumbags that create all the software to watch every single stinking thing you do, to take all your biometric data and hand it directly over to, guess what, the NSA, what's the one there, the GCHQ in Great Britain. Of course, Canada has their own, that's called CSEC, Communications Establishment Security Canada, whatever the fuck it's called, right? And then, of course, there's Australia, New Zealand, the good old Five Eyes, and then everything, all that metadata gets sent directly to Israel. Aren't you in good hands now? Aren't you happy about those porn videos that you made a few years back? Oh, yes. Okay, so the movement to bring a tech spin to gun safety is led by Ron Conway, a scumbag, one of the Valley's most renowned tech investors and gun safety advocates, Conway, and his Conway. I love that, Conway. You're a real Conway. And his colleagues have launched the Smart Tech Challenges Foundation. How magnanimous. And to help support entrepreneurs in their endeavors to create inventions that can increase safety in U.S. and reduce gun violence. That's all it is. It's all about reducing gun violence. It's, they love your children. You know, they get tears in their eyes. All these hoaxes make them cry, at night. It gives Dianne Feinstein shivers. Shivers. She's getting shivers in her bed thinking about those patriots with all their weapons and how they might just rise up one day and fucking annihilate the scumbags that are running the New World Order. There we go. We need the iPhone of guns. You need the iGun. That's what you need. iGun. Come on. I know Steve Jobs is dead, but come on, guys. It's not that difficult. Just put the eye of the phone in front of the gun, and you got iGuns, right? And then all the iPhone sheeple that line up to buy their iPhones can line up to buy their iGuns, which will only work when the New World Order wants them to work, which means when you point it to your head. Yeah. Anyway, so Conway told the Washington Post, noting how the latest iPhones can be unlocked quickly with a fingerprint. It's perfect. It's perfect. Beautiful. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Look at it. It's perfect. Listen. New World Order plan. Guys, it's great. We'll convince everybody. We'll make all these passwords. Passwords be all so long. People get so annoyed by them. So we'll just keep making the passwords more complicated till people go, please, give me a solution. I hate putting in these passwords. I hate touching on my little screen and getting it wrong and having to remember all the... You know what? There's a solution. Just put your biometric data on this little button here. And then the NSA will know exactly who you are. Wonderful! The solution is there. So the need for such a product, an iProduct, is certainly here. It's certainly there. According to the American Academy of Pediatrics, almost 1.7 million children are living in a home with an unlocked and loaded gun, resulting in accidental injuries and death. Well, how many accidental? How many? What, 12 in a year? I mean, I'm willing to live with that if that means, hey, you know what? You can have a gun. You can protect yourself from the government in case they come fucking banging on your door one day and want to take you away to their FEMA camp. The entrepreneur who does this right could be the Mark Zuckerberg of guns. Awesome. You could be a fucking scumbag of the New World Order. That's what Mark Zuckerberg is, right? Working directly for them. Working for the NSA, working for the DHS, working for the CIA, FBI, you name it, right? To take all your personal information, get you online. Come on online, we got a thing called Facebook. Oh yeah, what is it? Oh, you just put all your personal information, your photos, everything, put it all up online so everybody can see it. Oh, that's wonderful. Let's go on. I put everything up. Put it all up. Put it all up, right? Because you got nothing to worry about. The government loves you. The government would never look at your Facebook page. They would never take that data and keep it for themselves or perhaps use it against you. Nah, forget about that, right? Look, Conway. Then the venture, how about vulture? Venture capitalists. I like to call them vulture capitalists. Like me, will dive in. They'll dive in. No, you're a vulture capitalist. Give them the capital and we will build a multi-billion-dollar gun company that makes safe, smart guns. I can't make this shit up. I mean, seriously, safe, smart guns. So, people are too dumb. Let me just get this straight, alright? I was trying to rattle this around my... So people are too dumb with guns, right? They are, because people pick up guns, they shoot themselves in the foot, they shoot their daughters and sons and their wives and their grandparents, and it just happens all the time, right? So we need a smart gun, because the stupid people, they don't have eye-brains yet. When they have the eye-brain, then they'll be able to use the old guns, because the eye-brain will control their brain and make them safe, right? So this is how it goes. This is how they put this right in front of your face. They say we're evil, we're scumbags, we're vulture capitalists. We're going to dive in. We're going to give them all the money so that they can build guns that are smarter than you, that are controlled by the NSA, and that hey, if we don't want you to shoot them, forget about it. If we don't like you, forget about it. What? You want a free radio revolution? All right, your iPhone, your iGun has been shut off permanently, right? That's it. It's coming, dude. The first effort has already been launched by Conway's Foundation. Is the Smart Tech Fire Challenge. The competition encourages an innovation of solutions around mental health, firearms, big data, community safety. Examples of this range from biometric access to firearms, of course, that's your fingerprint going on there, crisis response telecoms, optimized police patrol routes, and programs that address mental health. Just everything to watch you, collect every piece of biometric data that they can, guns that won't work unless they want them to work. So forget about it. You're in this zone, it's not going to work. Your gun doesn't work anymore because this zone we turn off the iGuns. So yeah, you got an iGun. I mean, you got to be the stupidest fucking person on the planet if you ever buy one of these things. In fact, this gives you all the incentive you need to go out and buy a good old-fashioned gun. You know the kind without the fucking computer on board? Yeah, one of those, right? That you point the trigger and a little chemical reaction happens, the bullet exits and goes where you're pointing it, right? That doesn't mean the foundation is against the right to keep and bear. Of course not. Of course, no. On the contrary, yes, it's one of our goals to preserve the Second Amendment. Of course, yes. That's it. That's why we're making the smart guns. That's why we're making the iGuns, because then we can say, "Wow, look, we're not against the Second Amendment. Hell no. We just think that everybody should have an iGun. And therefore, then if the government wants to turn off your iGuns, they can turn it off just like that." Isn't it wonderful? Oh boy, you can't make this shit up. It's so crazy. But it does mean it's looking for innovative solutions to promote firearm safety. Oh, they just care about you so much. It's granting it and distributing 1 million across the top 15 out of 20 innovators who submitted their ideas and inventions to the challenge. 17-year-old Boulder High School student Kay Kloffer is one of the top 15. Kloffer was granted $50,000 to pursue the development of his biometric electrical mechanical firearm safety project, which incorporates a fingerprint sensor that can be used to lock or unlock firearms based on the fingerprint of the owner. Oh, yeah. Kloffer has reported a 99.9995. Well, there's, I know there's sixes if you want to spin them around. Percent success rate in identifying. It's a 99.995. You gotta love that. They gotta put the extra digits in there, right? Success rate in identifying the authorized user and aims to increase gun safety by preventing children and other unauthorized users from using the weapon. He has yet to integrate his fingerprint technology with actual live firearm, so he has yet to see it unlock a real gun. But the inventor intends to use portions of his grant just to do that. How often is that? How amazing. So get this, with Sandy Hook and the University of California, Santa Barbara school shootings at the forefront, the biggest fucking hoaxes, right, at the forefront. So the biggest hoaxes at the forefront of many gun safety debates. Smart technology isn't exactly a new concept. Various safety and smart gun technologies have previously been developed and tested, and attempts to sell the products in U.S. has been made. One such product is the Armatrix IP1 is a smart gun that can only fire if it's at least 10 inches away from a security watch worn by the shooter. Oh my god, look at this stuff. So there, you want to get your iWatch? Your iWatch, it's too funny, right? The iWatch is watching you. I always feel like somebody's watching me, right? Yeah, that's what they want to do. They want to watch every single stinking goddamn thing that you do. So they want you to have all this stuff, and of course it's coming in as iWatches and iPhones, but pretty soon it'll be in your body. You're going to have your iArm, your iHand, right? Yeah, I got an iHand, I got an iFinger, I couldn't afford the whole hand, right? Right? Yeah, you should just love it. Where does this, this is just unbelievable what unbelievable New World Order programming this shit is. Gun stores in California and Maryland that announced they would sell the smart gun faced immediate backlash and threats from gun right activists. Good job. Some firearm advocates saw these guns as a harbinger of tougher gun laws and restrictions. No fucking doubt. Others have heavily criticized the technology itself. Good for you. The claim it could potentially have bugs and result in slow reaction times when a user might need to fire a gun for protection. You just imagine there's guys that they're bashing into your door, they're coming in through the door, and you got your children there, and you got your iGun, right? And you're like, stop, I'll shoot. And they're like, yeah, it's an iGun. They just laugh. They come up there, and then they smash you in the head, and then they do whatever they want to do, right? Because your iGun will have to communicate with the NSA and the DHS and whatever else, and just make sure that you have the clearance to shoot, right, to defend yourself. The heated debates and negative public reaction to smart guns such as the Armatix, what a name, coming to the market have affected participants in the Smart Tech Fire Challenge. Although the top 15 winners in the challenge have been selected, only Kloffer Cloffer, what a name, eh? Has been announced due to the hesitation from the other winners to expose themselves to the public because you're fucking scumbags, each and every one of you, starting with Cloffer. When you're pro-gun or anti-gun, the need to increase overall gun safety can't be denied. So whether you're pro-gun or you're anti-gun, right? Why can't it be denied? How about this? Don't increase any safety. Fuck the safety. Who cares if people are dying here and there? Fuck that shit. I'd rather have guns everywhere and have a free society that can stand up for itself and stand up, most importantly, against the tyrannical, fucking sociopathic, psychopathic monsters in the government. And these and the wizards behind the curtain there, the old scumbags like Rockefeller, right? And Brzezinski and Kissinger and all these scumbags. Anyways, Conway believes that the souped-up firearms are an inevitability. Yes, you'll see the free enterprise system take over, he told the Washington Post, another scumbag New World Order output. Just like everyone opted into the iPhone and abandoned the flip phone and the BlackBerry. Yes, consumers will vote with their feet. We want gun owners to feel like they're dinosaurs, like they are dinosaurs if they aren't using smart guns. They're going to love this. So they're going to use ads and stuff like that to say, well, you got a dumb gun. Your gun isn't smart. It doesn't communicate with the NSA, so therefore you're a fucking dinosaur, right? Look at these scumbags. It's unbelievable how they program people with this absolute garbage, and then they try to hide, of course. All the other 15 winners don't want to be seen. They don't want anything to see, you know. And this is the kind of shit that goes on. I mean, they're trying, by hook or by crook, they're doing everything they can to, control you. That's it. That's what it's all about. I mean, gun control is not about controlling guns. It's about controlling people. Right? Simple. Control the people, you control the guns. Control the people, you take away the guns. You give the people iPhones or iGuns, and you might as well give them pop guns. Because those iGuns will just all of a sudden shut down. What happens, eh? There's, there's a revolt, right? There is protests going on in Washington, and all of a sudden it gets violent, and people start standing up to the government. And it say cuts all smart, come across CNN, Wolf Blitzer. Apparently the NSA has shut off all iGuns for the time being in matters of personal safety for government officials. You know, you can just see how they would do this. It's the stupidest thing ever. The purpose of a gun couldn't be more clear. It's one of the simplest things ever, and that's why it's such an effective tool, right? And that's all a gun is, of course, is a tool, right? And it's just like a hammer. I can go up and kill 10 people if I wanted to with a hammer before anybody stops me, right? And then what are you going to do, ban hammers, right? I get it, you're going to make eye hammers. Make the eye hammer. All right, Jeff. Your eye hammer's been shut down. Now they're, I don't know how they would do it, but it's unbelievable. Anybody that buys this shit is either completely stupid or just evil. I mean, you're just evil. If you support this kind of control, you're evil. And fuck the tech community. The tech community is the worst community in the world right now. They are betraying humanity. All you scumbags that are developing these drones and all these technologies to watch everything we do, these smart cameras, these, photo recognition things, you're all scumbags. You're fucking scumbags because you are working against the people. You're working against the freedom of humanity. And just to talk a little bit more here, I'm going to put my good buddy here, Red Silver J, talking about how they have already passed through. Bill AB 1014 has passed the Senate. And those of you who are unfamiliar with it, this is the bill in which it's a tattletale bill. It's in California. It came right after, go figure, right after Elliot Rodger, right? And not one more Richard Martinez, right? My kid die, right? Scumbags. So they brought this bill in, and it's a tattletale bill. That's what I call it, at least. The tattletale bill means that you can tattletale on anybody you want in California. You could tell the government. You say, this person here is not a good person, so you should take away their guns. Government goes right away, takes away all the guns, goes in the home, smashes in the home, breaks into their gun, supply, their whatever they've got it in, and takes away the guns. And then if you want to get your guns back, well, you have to go to court. You have to hire an attorney. You have to go through all the litigations, and that costs a lot of money. California already has the strictest gun laws, but of course, since Elliot Rodger there and his fake shooting, we need to bring in AB 1014. So let's listen to Red Silver J, aka Team Wake 'em Up, talk about this latest madness here. Hang on a second. Whoa! Hang on, I didn't even have my stereo on. I'll have to. Hang on a sec here. I'll do that again.
And do you remember the Elliot Rodger fake shooting? The one where nobody died? The 100% hoax that was proven time and time again? People had some problems with that. You can't see how that's the case. I just don't understand. We better understand this, Joker. California Senate approves a bill in response to the Isla Vista hoax. A fake shooting brought about a bill. Now, that just sounds straight up criminal. This bill is also known as the Elliot Rodger Bill, also America's Worst Gun Control Bill, AB 1014, a.k.a. the Turn in Your Neighbor Bill. Ooh, yeah. This is bad. You can get your guns confiscated for 1 year based off accusations, not just from family,
guilty until
law enforcement, or licensed mental health professionals. You know, they tell you, see, Elliot Rodger had problems, even though it was a whole fake event. They can say, well, you're a conspiracy theorist, maybe you shouldn't be having guns, and get them guns taken away. But not just these people, but your neighbors, people you don't even know. It might be some teacher or something. You never know. And this is the type of stuff that's passing. So you see why they do the fake shootings. Nobody's making this stuff up. You can see it there for yourself. Red Silver J. All I gotta say.
There you go. Thank you very much, Team Wake 'em Up. Really appreciate it. I will put a link for his channel below. Definitely subscribe to this dude. He is one of the real deals out there. Yeah, that's what they're doing, man. That's exactly what they're doing. They're using these scumbag actors. Scumbag, Richard Martinez, you fucking scumbag, right? And this is all planned. You can't make this shit up. There's no way they had AB 1014 here, this, snoop on your neighbor's tattletale bill. The Elliot Rodger bill, that's what they're calling it, right? And there's no way. They had it all planned out. That's why this guy appears on stage with all the Sandy Hook actors, right? And he's going across America, and he's devoted his life, and his best friend and lover now is the father of the killer. You can't make this shit up, right? And Simon and Astaire get together for threesomes, right? And they have wonderful times, and they hug each other and kiss each other, and God knows what else they do in the New World Order, but it's damn ugly, man. It's fucking nasty. So this is what's going on, folks. This gun thing, anybody out there that is for gun control is a scumbag. I don't care if you're an idiot, you're a scumbag, because you don't understand what's really going on. It's not about controlling the guns, it's about controlling you, the people. And until you get that through your thick skull, you're not going to understand why they're doing these hoaxes. When you have the teeniest little portion of the population that control all the population, they are terrified of a mass awakening. They're terrified that everyone's going to find out that Sandy Hook, right, the Isla Vista, right, that Boston, all these things are fake, right? The beheadings are fake, the news is fake. And what do you think people are going to do when they find out en masse that they've been lied to on every single major event? Well, they're going to get fucking angry, right? And they're going to want heads on fucking spikes, right? And these are the kind of heads that will fit nicely on spikes, right? Because they're the biggest lying scumbags that are out there, trying to program people, trying to convince the people, the innocent people, just completely brainwashed by their television and the fear propaganda that they put on 24/7 on outlets like CNN and Fox News. It's outright criminal what they're doing. And all we're doing is trying to expose them, and that's why we get censored at every turn. Anyways, thank you very much for listening. I look forward to reading your comments below, and I wish you all a wonderful day.